Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Amasid and today we are identifying 20 eye level 86 Watcher's Eyes. Now, eye level 86 Watcher's Eyes, for those who don't know, can roll 3 mods. These are from Elder, and as of right now, they're selling for over 5x a piece, making this over 100 Exalts worth of Watcher's Eyes. Now, I'd like to thank crtrlS for providing the Watcher's Eyes to ID. I really appreciate that, man. I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope we can get something good here out of these Watcher's Eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and ID them, and then I will price check them separately, come back to you and show you, because I got some feedback on the last Watcher's Eye videos that you guys prefer to see it like that. So that's what we'll do. So we'll just start off by IDing them one by one and see what we can get. We'll get a big idea of whether these are good or bad. We got Malevolence, Pride, Intimidate. These are probably not great, but, you know, we'll double check all these. So we got a Vitality mod. We got a Pride. I don't think that's the Pride one you want. It's the extra hits with Pride, I believe, but the Vitality mod is these. We'll see. So that's the good Malevolence mod you want, although you have Purity of Ice and Haste. Probably not going to be good, but we'll price check all these. So we've got Zealotry, Haste, Wrath. We've got Gain. It seems like it could be good. We'll see. It seems like it could be good. Again, I don't want to jump to any conclusions. I always get shit when I'm doing these videos. People are always telling me, you know, like, oh, you got to learn the builds, whatever. Figure it out. We're going to figure that out along the way. I'm going to take my time with this. Clarity, that's a good Clarity mod. Vitality mod is good. The Haste is not great, but Vitality and Clarity, I think, are decent. Together, we'll see. Okay, now we have Discipline, Hatred, Cold Damage, and Arcane Surge for Zealotry. We'll check these. Determination, Precision, and Haste. Probably not great on this one. Probably not great. We've got a double conversion jewel. That's interesting. Anger and Wrath. Are there any builds that use Anger and Wrath? We'll find out once I'm price checking these. But I think off my first inclination, probably not. I know the Wrath itself is worth about an X for 37%. Probably maybe a little over an X. I don't know how much Anger is worth by itself, but we'll check. Purity of Ice probably not going to do too much. We've got Precision, Crit, Multi, Determination, Block, and Enfeeble Grace. Probably not great unless Precision, Crit, Multi is worth something by itself, but I don't think Determination, Grace, Precision is going to be too good. We haven't gotten any double mods yet. We got a Vitality mod, Life Recovery from Blast, not the one you want. Determination, not great. Hatred, Cold Damage, not ideal. There we go. There's a double Wrath. So we've got Lightning Damage while affected by Wrath. I think you probably want the conversion, like we got here. Yeah. So those are the other two Wrath mods that are probably pretty good, but we'll see. We'll see. And there's the Pride mod as well. Got Precision, Crit, Multi, Vitality, Life Recovery, and Purity of Ice. Not horrible. Got another Wrath mod. Zealotry, Vitality. It's not terrible. Again, each of these has to make back 5x. So at least 5x to make our money back, or, you know, one goes for a mirror and we call it a day. But really, that's what we're looking for, is 5x per. So Grace, Movement Speed, Anger, Damage Pen. Damage Pen, Anger, I know by itself is worth, I think, maybe 50 to 100 C. It's not too much, just because I'm using one. But Fire Damage, oof, this is not a good one. Not a good one at all. Clarity, Damage taken for life, not terrible. We got Double Discipline, faster start of Energy Shield Recharge, and ES for Energy and Hit. We'll check that. Haste, Immune, nah, this one's bad. I'm pretty sure this one's terrible. Double Zealotry. We've got Crit Strikes Pen and Arcane Surge. Seems like it could be a good little thing. Plus Discipline in there. I think that could be a good one. But we'll double check. We got Hatred, Crit Chance. We got Wrath, Crit Chance. And then we got Damage taken as Lightning while affected by Purity. So those are our 20 eyes. Now I will meet you back and I will price check these, and I'll see you guys in just a minute, and we'll see where we land, and you guys can tell me how wrong I am. Alrighty, everyone, we are back. Oops. And at risk of looking like an idiot, I tried to do a decent amount of research here, looking into these, and I want to make sure that I'm, you know, you guys are going to tell me I'm wrong for sure, no matter what. But you know, whatever. It's fun to do, and we'll see where we landed. For the record, you know, these are not going to be perfect evaluations. I'm doing the best I can here, and I did look into these quite detailed, and we will take a look now. So on the left here, these are the garbage ones, and it goes kind of bad, good, better, really good, best down here. And we'll go through these, and I'll walk through some of the evals, some of the things I was seeing. So the worst one is this one. This is just, the mods are just quite bad, and Anger is pretty bad. Or excuse me, the Anger mod itself is not worth that much, like 35 chaos. This one, similar situation, not great. Just pooped here. Then we got this guy, again, just a bad set of mods. The best mod on here maybe Malevolence, maybe Pride. I don't know. Neither of them are very good. I'm locked at a trade site, so it is what it is. Double damage with Pride, so Purity of Elements, Malevolence, again, similar mods as before. The double damage with Pride alone is worth about 100 C, so give or take maybe a little on the lower end, but about 100, 125 C I think is reasonable for this one. So these are all going to be 1 through 5x. These are 5 through 10. These are, I believe 10 through 30, and then these are 30 plus, so we'll get through these. Okay, this one is pretty much just being pulled up by the Precision mod, to my understanding, so we got 1 Exalt there for that. This one was an interesting one. The Consecrated Ground Zealotry mod's not worth that much. Basically, the Wrath mod alone carried it to about an X combination, maybe a little light, but about an X I think is reasonable. This one, it's just the damage pen mod alone for Anger. That's going to get it to about an X, X and a half, depending. We've got this guy here. It's the Precision mod by itself. Pretty much brings it up to that 2x price. Then we've got the double conversion. Believe it or not, this doesn't sell, and there are exact jewels like this that are about 3x. So 3x is good for this one. I don't know if anyone's going to be, buying it, but 3x seems okay to me. This guy here, so the Hatred mod by itself is pretty much what pulled this one. Again, there are jewels just like this on the market, and I believe they were ranging from about 3 to 7x, so I gave it on the lighter side of about 4. We've got this guy here. Again, it's Crit Multi that pulled it up, plus the Vitality mod. I believe there was again a jewel that was just like this here that was in this range, so this is where I pulled this guy from. Here, the Vitality Wrath combination. Again, Vitality is one of those mods you can just kind of tack on. Similar thing. It's again, a lot of these there were jewels that were quite similar, and this is one of those. It's 5x. This guy here, the Double Zealotry, I thought might be a little better, but it's not. This one could be underpriced. The Discipline mod by itself, this is not the Discipline mod, and we're going to get to the Discipline jewel in just a bit that we did pull. But the Discipline mod here is not the one that you're necessarily looking for. This one's tricky. Could be more, but from what I was seeing with the Double Zealotry, this was about 5x. If you tack the Discipline on, might be more, but this is what I was seeing for Double Zealotry. Cool. Next one. Sorry. So, cold damage affected by hatred. This one is I saw jewels that were pretty much just like this, because the Arcane Surge Zealotry mod's not worth anything. But if you look at the cold damage and the Discipline combined, there was jewels that were exactly 7 to 10x. So I put on the lighter side of about 7x. Might be a little more, but this is about what this should sell for, hopefully. So Vitality mod. So this Vitality mod by itself is worth just about 5x, I want to say. I don't think I can look anymore. Yeah, my rate limit's been exceeded, but it's just about 5x. And if you pull up the Vitality mod with the Pride, and I've already got it up here. 1 second. Should see some good results for that whenever it loads. So you pull this up, get Vitality, Pride, about 6, 7x, depending, maybe a little more. So I put it at 7x. Figure that's a reasonable spot to drop this in, because the Grace mod's useless. Now, okay, moving into the sort of the heavy hitters. And again, the total investment here was about 100x, give or take. Maybe a little more, maybe 100 and 110x. So if we're looking at this jewel here, ignoring Purity of Elements, even though the Purity of Elements is not totally irrelevant, the Wrath Hatred, so the Wrath mod by itself is quite expensive. I think it's about 5 to 7x depending. Plus the Wrath, it could be something. It could be something. I'm probably upcharging this one, but I think there was something between 7 and 10x, but I upcharged just a little bit just because I had some good rolls. So for this one, because it's a max roll on the Hatred, so I think that 12x might even be a little bit low because of that, but it's pretty cool. So actually, let's take a quick look and just double check that Hatred roll, because it is a max roll on that Hatred crit chance. So let's just set that to 1.8. Do we have any of them that are just a crit chance 1.8? So that is a max roll. Yeah, about 8.5, 12x. So I think we're in the ballpark here. Might be a little bit more, maybe closer to 15, but it's not bad. Okay, this is purely the Malevolence roll. It's about 13 to 15x, give or take. This one's tricky. there is a jewel up here that has the Vitality mod and the Clarity mod combined for about 40x posted yesterday. Might be a little steep. I think 30x may be reasonable. I'm not 100% on this. The Clarity mod by itself is not worth anything. It's like 30, 40C. But again, Clarity is one of those additive auras, right? You can kind of tack it on pretty easily and get minus 10 total mana cost. So within that, I think that, you know, we'll see. This one could be really, really priced high. And it might end up dropping quite a bit, but there is a comp one for about 40x up there right now. So we will see how that goes. Great. So this one, I was thinking, I know I'd originally commented in terms of conversion, ignoring a lot of, you know, like the Stormbrand builds, things like that, the Elementalists. This jewel is very strong candidate for easily 55, 60x. The pen roll is not great. The damage roll is not great. If we divine this up a little bit, I bet you it could be even worth a little more. But I think 55 or 60x is reasonable. This is a great double Wrath jewel. Really, really, really nice. And I think this should easily sell for 55x without problems. The Pride mod is kind of ignored here in that situation. And the last jewel, sort of the magnum opus, I think this is the magnum opus. So we've got the double discipline Clarity jewel. Now this is I think this is a very good jewel. And you guys will tell me if I'm an idiot or not. But essentially, we saw a bunch of jewels out there that were, not a bunch. I saw a double discipline jewel that had the same discipline mods, ignoring Clarity, was about 50x, roughly, posted recently, within the last few hours. You tack on that Clarity mod, 80x might even be a little bit light. It might be more like 100x. I think this is a very good jewel. And you guys will tell me whether I'm slightly wrong or maybe I'm too low, maybe I'm slightly too high. But either way, I believe this will sell for 50 plus X for sure. I think this is a very strong jewel, a very good defensive jewel, right? It's got that extra Clarity mod. The rolls are pretty solid, about mid-tier rolls, kind of what you'd hope for. Yeah, I think this is a really good one. So in conclusion, the total investment was about 110x. If everything were to sell it at what I have it priced at right now, we would make 239x, with some giving us 140x profit. You know, I'll be keeping you guys updated whether these guys sell, especially. Again, comment if I'm wrong. These are, and you know, this one in particular I think is, you know, a little more up in the air, but I think this will sell for quite a bit. So we will see. And I want you guys to keep in mind right now that currently mirrors are 160x, so this is half a mirror right here if this sold at 80x. So don't think about this in terms of last league. This is current league. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please be kind in the comments. You know, I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to know all the builds, so many Watcher's eyes. But anyway, I will catch you guys in the next one.